channel, ignore my table, is so messy. My son was literally eating breakfast and I'm like, you know what, I'll sort it out later. Let's move this aside. I will clean up the presentation. I feel like I don't put as much effort into my picker piles as I used to, so I really need to work on that. But you know what, sometimes I just feel like uploading a video because I just get inspired to do so. I just feel like an urge to do so. But enough about me. We're going to find out today who is thinking about you. So we have three piles. We have forgiveness as pile one. We have in the future as pile two. And we have listen to your intuition, pile three. Now, these are advice cards for each pile you pick. So choose an advice pile. And when you're ready, I'll start. Okay, I'm going to start with pile one. Pile one is starting at 055. Forgiveness. Okay, let's see. So for pile one, you have forgiveness. You have children. You have make the effort. You have call your spirit home. 57. 5 is a number of change. And 7 is a number of learning. 5 plus 7 equals 12. Which again, beginnings, collaboration, harmony. Together it equals 3, which is a collaborative number, a creation number. Okay? Fall into my arms. We have I love you. We have loyal. And we have the hermit. And we have the 9 of swords. Okay. So who is thinking about pile one? I'm getting somebody, for some of you, you may have children with this person, only because the children card is coming up here. But for others of you who do not have children with this person acted very immature in the connection. I'm getting strongly this is a love pile. I don't think it's like more family. I'm just getting more of like a lover or someone who you may have children with, if you have children. The person thinking about you did something to really hurt you in the past, and they're actually in, I was about to say solitary confinement. They are actually in isolation with the Hermit card. 9, number of endings, 9, 9, especially it being double highlighted. This person is now coming to the realization that they love you. They're coming to the realization that everything that they believed was a lie. They may have resorted to immature tactics to gain a sense of control over you as they were feeling insecure, or they were feeling like they had to close off their heart or protect their heart. So they acted out of insecurity. This person thought, yeah, I'm going to be very closed off to my emotions. I'm not going to care about pile one. And they were fighting their emotions for you. So even if you felt like this person loved you at times, and then at other times you felt like, wait a second, they treat me so badly, so they probably don't love me. This person was fighting those feelings. They always had deep feelings for you, but they just didn't want to because it made them feel like they're not in control. It made them feel weak. Now this person's learning to surrender and just be okay with the fact that they're in love. Just be okay with the fact that, hey, I could get hurt. I feel like this person was acting out of protection. And that's not a justification for treating people badly, but I felt like this person was like, I'm not going to allow pile one to hurt me. Pile one has the ability to hurt me because pile one is beautiful. Pile one is a catch. Pile one seems too good to be true. So it's almost like they hurt you before you could hurt them, but joke's on them that you were never going to hurt them. So they played themselves. This person was fighting happiness. It's like they want happiness. They want love. They want loyalty. But as soon as they were given that, they didn't really pull through with it in the end. They were fighting it. And now they're now reflecting on the loss of you, and they're realizing that, shit, I actually really do love pile one. And I don't know why I was fighting this. This person may still be a little bit prideful, I'm not going to lie. Like this person may be coming off towards other people as if, yeah, you know, I don't care about pile one, but deep down they do. This person is now surrendering. I feel like God is trying to guide this person to get in touch with their heart chakra, because their heart chakra was closed for a very long time. And they believed that they needed to protect themselves, even if it means hurting people. And you were sent to their life to teach them multiple lessons on learning how to be free and surrender and self-worth. Because sometimes when we're fearful of getting hurt and we hurt other people, it's also a sense of insecurity as well, and feeling we're not good enough, feeling things are too good to be true. It causes a lack of trust. And now they're realizing that you actually really were trustworthy, you were loving, you were everything a person could ever want in a partner, and they fucked it up. So now they're in deep regret. They're reflecting on their own behavior. And some of you may have changed your life. Like, you may have elevated so much. You may have even grown up. And they're realizing if Pile 1 is having an amazing life and they've moved on and they're very healed and they're getting all these blessings, maybe I was the problem. Maybe I was the one who didn't appreciate them because they seem fine and yet I hurt them. And especially if you're someone who doesn't get revenge on people, like people hurt you and you move on, right? It's making this person realize that Part 1 was a great person all along, and it was their own negative thoughts and maybe even outside influences and opinions clouded this person's judgment. Even social media can cloud a person's judgment. It can make people feel like maybe someone's cheating on you, even if they're not, you know? So I feel like they now come to the realization you were the realest person that they ever had in their corner. And now it's too late because you guys have ended things. They're now realizing and waking up to the feeling of them being in love with you, and they want to be loyal to you. They want to protect you. They want to put effort. For some of you, the effort wasn't reciprocated. Like, you put so much effort and it was one-sided at some point. Now this person regrets everything. They're learning to surrender, fall into my arms. Then they're learning to just go with the pace of how life is and how a love can be, and just allowing themselves to feel. They want your forgiveness though. They're trying to forgive themselves, but they also want your forgiveness. They're like, how could I have been so blind? How could I have been so stupid? Why did I push away such a great opportunity to be with Pile 1? Like, why did I do that? You know, they acted very immature. For some of you, if you do have children with this person really felt like they've ruined everything and it's impacted your kids, you know? But with this Call Your Spirit Home, this is God himself, like, guiding them to make the correct decisions and reflect on their own behavior so that they don't go off hurting other people again. This person is actually willing to take accountability now, and they're actually realizing that I didn't need to do all of that. I was acting out of my own trauma, my own pain, my own wounds, my own insecurity. But this person's really thinking in their mind. And I feel like this is the type of person that tries to be logical, very masculine energy, whereby very swords-like. Could be Virgo, could be air sign, but they could be the type of person who they always need to logicalize everything, and to the point where they're not really in touch with their spirituality, but now they're starting to be open to that. They're starting to realize it all makes sense. Like, I didn't need to hurt Pile 1. Pile 1 didn't do anything to me. And it's come at such bad timing because now I feel like you're over it. It's like you probably watch these videos because you're just curious, not because you're obsessed with their energy. It's more like they are obsessed with your energy. Sometimes you may pick up their energy of missing you, wanting you, yearning for you. Even if you're done, moved on, there are times where you probably may cry because you're feeling this person's energy. It's not your energy. You know, and I feel like this person is really, really in deep remorse, deep regret, thinking, why did I do this? I'm just so stupid. I'm actually in love with Pile 1. Pile 1 is the love of my life. I want to be there for Pile 1, but unfortunately it's too late because some of you have moved on. Some of you have realized your worth. Some of you felt like, you know what? I want to go where I'm appreciated. I don't want to go where I'm being told to go. I want to go to a person, or even if it's to myself, because at least I value myself. So it's almost like you guys were in each other's life to teach each other lessons of self-worth and self-love. And this person realized that they were pushing away a great opportunity to be with someone who actually valued them, who actually loved them. And it's eating them up inside. They had to learn this lesson in the most painful way. It came with big change. Even though the Tower card is not here, I'm getting the Tower card vibes as an alignment shifting, you know? But that's all I'm getting for pile one. This person is really in deep regret. They're now thinking like, this person could be getting karma. They could have literally had to like face the biggest and harshest versions of karma just to come to this conclusion, because this person was not getting it. I feel like God sent this person so many signs, they ignored every single sign, and then until it blew up in their face and things got progressively worse. And I feel like you guys are very intuitive. You could have warned this person, like, listen, let's be together. I want to work on it. I forgive you. I want to give you a chance. And they kept dodging it every single time. They kept ruining every single chance they got with you to be nice to you, to treat you with love and care. So then your ancestors, well, God allowed your ancestors to take care of them in the worst way possible. And now they're in deep regret. But that pain that they're going through, that karma that they're suffering, provided alignment, provided lessons, and they're finally taking heed of those lessons. But it's going to be up to you if you want to take this person back. But, you know, sometimes we don't always need to take someone back just because they're sorry and they've learned their lesson, you know, because you never know if they'll, you know, get back into the same situation again. But that's just my advice. But that's all I'm getting for pile number one. I hope that resonates. If it doesn't, pick another pile. And feel free to let me know what you want me to do a reading about next. So I'm going to move on to pile number... sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Sorry, don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to put the cards away. But yeah. Okay, so pile number 2. All right, starting at 12:05 in the future, pile number 2. Let's see, how's your person? Oh, sorry, who's thinking about you? Who's thinking about pile 2? In the future. Okay, getting to know each other. Detox. 49. Okay, so 4 is a number of stability. 9 is a number of endings. 9 plus 4 is 13, which again rounds back to number 4. So something to do with this person needs to have a big cleanse, a big change in order for them to secure safety and stability. We have getting to know each other. I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting wrongs. I miss you, gratitude, chariot, and 10 of wands. Sorry, my cards are not really looking the neatest at the moment. Okay, so who is thinking about pile number 2? I heard fling. So for some of you, this wasn't a relationship, but this could have been a fling. A part of you, for some of you, it could also be family. So I'm getting a fling and I'm also getting family for this pile. But especially the fling energy, I'm getting it because I heard fling. But it's also a case of the chariot. And the chariot is somebody who often comes in quickly, doesn't stay for long, but they come in because they're like a traveler. They come in so fast. And then, you know, they're out of sight in the next. So I feel like this person was quick. So maybe this relationship, if it is a fling, it was very short-lived. Like this person probably did the most amazing sweet things in the beginning and then stopped. Like things just came to a halt very quickly. I feel like this connection was provided for learning. There could be Cancer, there could be fire sign, any sign. But I'm getting that this person had a lot of burdens. So that's what I'm saying. It could be a fling, but it also could be family for some of you. This person had a lot of responsibilities, a lot of internal work to do, a lot of burdens. This person could have been very, very busy and just very, very overwhelmed. Like someone who gets really, really overwhelmed quickly. But I'm also getting, when you're in a connection with this person, if it is romantic, you guys were trying to get to know each other. So it wasn't a case of, I don't think it was deeply like, I'm so in love with you energy, but it was more like you both were very attracted to one another and you had yet to get to know each other, and you wanted to get to know this person, but it's almost like this person didn't give you as much to get to know them, or the energy wasn't as reciprocated to the level of which you were willing to get to know this person. It felt one-sided. It felt like you wanted to get to know them, but they didn't really seem as eager compared to you in getting to know you. But this person, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So I'm not saying that this person came in for pleasure or to use you, but it seems something that was very short-lived. It's like there was a spark, but that spark burnt out very quickly. I feel like you came in with very good intentions. And this person may have started out with good intentions, but then they kind of like lost interest in the way. They lost interest due to having other things going on in their life, and they realized they were just not in the right headspace for some of it. And they just realized, maybe we're not as compatible, or maybe this is not what I need in my life. But I feel like this person wasn't really direct with how they were feeling. Like I feel like they just thought things, and it got too overwhelming for them to even pick it apart in their brain. So they just decided to like sometimes pull back energy, sometimes come in, come out. Like this person, I felt like this person didn't put as much effort as they needed to. And they didn't appreciate you. It's almost like they created a little bit of a barrier, a little bit of a like strong boundary. But I feel like things are very quick to start, but then quick to end. Like they made you believe that something was going to be stable and longevity and something that was going to be very like forever. But then they kind of just dipped. And then, or even if they didn't dip, even if they didn't leave your life, they just made sure that you felt like they were hard to approach, or that you felt like they were very easy to, hard to even get access to you. They just created a lot of emotional distance. And this was brought in your life to teach you your worth, to teach you what you're willing or should be willing to accept and what you shouldn't be willing to accept. I feel like being with this person in a connection taught you more about yourself rather than them as a person. But it came with a lot of pain, but also a lot of reflection, because we have detox. So I feel like this connection changed you, and it made you realize certain traits about yourself, but it also made you realize that there are other people in this world who are not always healed, and they need to work through their own insecurities. I feel like this person, similar to Pal One, I feel like this person also had insecurities, but they were very pompous about it. And I feel like Pal One seems more sincere. Pal One seems more like this person's like in love, but like Pal Two is more of a case of they feel guilt for the way they didn't, play their part in this role. Because we have the I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting wrongs. Like they genuinely feel bad when they're not being kind towards you, or they're not reciprocating energy towards you. But it's not like they have an intention to rectify it. It's like this person misses your absence, because we do have I miss you. So this person does tend to miss your energy here and there, and they realize they weren't always grateful to you, so they only miss you in your absence, because we do have I miss you and gratitude. It's only when they're away from you is when they start to realize your worth. They start to realize what you bring to the table, how kind you were, how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how helpful you are. Because I feel like you guys have very abundant energy, and it doesn't just have to mean financially, but abundant as in when you're in somebody's corner, when you're in somebody's life, you give. You know how to give and elevate that person. You are their biggest cheerleader. And I feel like it's only when you're not giving your energy or giving your power away even is when this person actually misses it and it starts to appreciate it. It's like a typical child. It's like, if you take something away from them, you confiscate it as a punishment, they get upset because now they don't have it, even if they weren't even using it, It's like a toy. It's like children have toys and they don't play with every single toy. But if another child takes one toy, they're going to get possessive over it because they're like, no, that's my toy. Even if they're not playing with the toy. So it's kind of like you only miss something when it's no longer yours. And I feel like that's how this person feels. But I'm being advised by Spirit to tell you that even if this person misses you, it's not coming from a place of, I miss you, I want to marry you, I want to work on things. It's more like, oh, I miss somebody putting effort in me, loving me, caring for me, you know? And I feel like this energy is more of a case of like, okay, I saw Pal 2, I was attracted to Pal 2, Pal 2 was amazing. Maybe I'm not ready for a relationship, maybe there's something better, I don't know. I'm just not feeling Pal 2 as much anymore. Then they stop putting effort and then they just dash. It's giving that kind of energy. And this person realizes they needed to work on themselves. Okay, this person really does need to work on themselves. I feel like they will be back in the near future. So even if you guys were to part ways, they will always keep trying to come back. But I don't know, there's something about this energy that makes me feel like it's not trustworthy, as in you need to cleanse yourself from this person, or do a spiritual bath or something, or cut cords, spiritual cords with this person. Because I feel like this person was just trying to, I heard drag you out, meaning waste your time. I feel like this person is always conflicted and always burdened by their own issues. And I feel like sometimes those issues get unintentionally taken out on you. And every relationship is a mirror. Let's take accountability. Like every relationship can be a mirror. There's certain traits that we see ourselves in other people. So if someone is insecure, there is a part of ourselves that can also be insecure as well, but we just present it in different ways. So this person's insecurity could be, maybe they don't feel like they are smart enough, so they may put you down, they may dumb you down, or be very condescending to you, for example. And if you're insecure, your insecurity may be trying to prove that you're just as smart. It's trying to prove that, yeah, like, look, I know all these amazing words, and I've done all this amazing research, I'm just as smart. It's like having the validation of them approving you. That could also be a sense of insecurity. But you're not going around hurting people. But this person may be going around hurting people. Or in this case, particularly you. They may be hurting you while you're not even hurting them, but you may just be hurting yourself. Especially if you stay in a situation like this, it's very painful. Like you may feel like you genuinely want to see the good in others and you have hope, but this person, I just get the feeling that they're not as sincere, or they're very immature. I get the feeling of like, they're not here for the long haul. Like this person's intentions, it's like they don't plan to stay in your life forever, but they just want easy access in case something doesn't work out. That's the energy I'm getting. However, it's like they feel bad. Don't get me wrong, they're not a sociopath. Like they genuinely feel guilty if they are not giving you what you deserve. But it's like, it's a very temporary feeling. It's a very like short-lived feeling, because their mind is elsewhere. It's occupied on other responsibilities with this 10 of Wands. But I feel like a connection like this can work if this person and you were to take a break and work on yourselves and grow and heal. But I feel like at the time being, this person is just in their own little world. They're trying to be grateful of you because, if you pull back your energy, they do learn to appreciate it. But let's hope it's coming from a place of reflection and not just a place of, oh, nobody is helping me out anymore, or nobody is loving me unconditionally anymore. Oh shit, now I kind of miss having that attention. Like make sure it's not coming from a place of ego. But I think some of you felt like this person makes you feel safe, as in like it feels a lot safer to be with this person than to be alone. It reminds me of that SZA song, whereby it's like it's some of you may not even like this person anymore. Some of you may be really over this person, but it's more of like stability. It's like it's familiar. It's what I know. It's what I'm used to. I don't want to be alone right now. My life is in shambles. So that's the only thing that is stable in my life. I must hold on. You guys have different scenarios, but I feel like I'm just not getting the best energy if this is a lover. But in a family kind of setting, kind of way, I feel like there is someone from your family who does miss you. So disregard this message if you know it's definitely not about family. But for some of you, a small portion of you, your family is starting to really appreciate your absence, and they feel kind of bad that they weren't there for you and they didn't give you enough support that you needed because they had other inner turmoil issues that they needed to work on. A lot of your family, whether it be parents, siblings, aunties, uncles, cousins, kids, they had a lot of unhealed trauma or unhealed work they needed to do, shadow work, and they had a lot of responsibilities. So they couldn't really be present. and they feel really guilty because they wanted to be present but they just couldn't be, so they didn't really develop a bond with you, so it kind of forced you to be seeking that elsewhere, right? But for a majority of you, this is a lover or a fling or something that was short-lived, and they weren't as present. Like, they were present at times but very inconsistent because their mind and their heart were elsewhere. This person does feel bad, like they would tell you like, I'm sorry, but something tells me like it's just more of like, I'm sorry that now you've removed your access or you've limited your access to me, so it makes me feel a bit like it's outside of my comfort zone. I think some of you know you needed to end this connection with this person, but it's like very hard to do so. It's like what's familiar, it's what's stable. So I totally get that. But I feel like this person really does need to work on themselves, and vice versa. This is a relationship that was just meant to teach you growth and self-love and boundaries, And I feel like some of you do have things with each other that mirror one another, that you need to work. Like, you mirror each other's wounds, but you just both present it in different ways. Like, you don't hurt people, but you allow people to hurt you. And this person hurts people and they don't allow people to hurt them. So it's like you both are like yin and yang, but like in a way that's in regards to, wounds. But I do feel like they were still trying to come around this person, and they were still trying like hit you up with time. But I feel like just be careful. Like, I'm really protective over people who watch my channel. Like, that's why sometimes I can be very blunt, and sometimes I deliver news that isn't the easiest to deliver, because I really care about the people who watch my videos, and it makes me feel like so protective. Like, if someone has really bad energy, or if someone doesn't really have good intentions, or someone's misaligned with pile 2, it makes me feel very like protective. It makes me feel like, oh my God, please stay away from this person. Like, or it makes me want to give you a warning about this person. But yeah, I'm just getting fling. I feel like this person wasn't meant to be in your life forever, but was just meant to be in your life for a season. But things have been dragging on because the lessons haven't been learnt, at least on their end or your end, whoever's end. Could be both. But I feel like as time progresses, things will start to make more sense, and you'll start to choose people who choose you, and be appreciative of the people who are appreciative of you. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve love and loyalty and care, and someone actually being present. So never settle for less, pile 2. And yeah, that's all I have for pile 2. I'm going to move on to pile 3. Okay, so pile 3. Oh, hi. Okay, so pile 3. Your advice is listen to your intuition. 2804 is when it starts. Okay. Listen to your intuition. Let's see. Who's thinking about pile 3? I'm hearing, what's it gonna be? Like, I feel like somebody's thinking about a decision, okay, in regards to you. This could be the one. Why do I get as multiple people? Change the scenery. 12. Okay, so there's new beginnings in partnership and collaboration, creative energy as well. Who's thinking about pile 3? We have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. We have twin flame. We have manifestation. We have from tarot 6 of wands, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, who's thinking of pile 3? I feel like pile 3, you're actually attracting... Oh, what happened? Yeah. Pile 3, you're actually attracting multiple people. But I get one person is sticking out the most. Could be a Taurus. But I feel like somebody really wants commitment with you, and they feel a strong magnetic pull towards you. You may not feel like you feel the same way. Some of you could have been very intuitive, where you have a sense that love is coming into your life, but it's like you don't have anyone particular that you may want specifically. You may feel like, oh, I haven't really been obsessing over anyone. I've just really been focused on myself. being about my money, just getting by in life. But somebody's definitely thinking about you. And I feel like some of you, in fact, it's not even some of you. I think all of you have one particular person that stands out who is thinking about you romantically. They're thinking about making an offer to you or making their feelings known to you or talking to you a lot more to get close to you. They're manifesting you, they're praying for you. And then I also think that a lot of you are very popular. You're actually very liked by so many people. And it's not even just romance. I feel like a lot of people admire you and respect you and look up to you. And I feel like because of this, it's making everybody adore you. So I think a lot of you live in a lot of people's minds rent free, the past and the present, because I'm being drawn to this picture where this represents the past. You're not thinking about anyone from the past. You're like, fuck off. You belong in the past, so stay in the motherfucking past. But you're more interested in the future or new people or new experiences. But I think the past people and the new people are thinking about you. So I feel like there are new people who admire you. Some of you could have your pages like not on private, like people can see it and they feel like, damn, like I really would love to be with Pal 3. I really admire Pal 3. If you're a content creator or you put up something motivational every day, people really admire the work that you do in general, whatever it may be. People really look up to you and respect you, and they really wish that they can emulate certain characteristics that you embody. But this is also about love. People find you very beautiful inside and out. You just have a star quality. I feel like this is more like an energy thing. So you could, no matter what you look like, people are very drawn to you. Sometimes you may intimidate people without knowing. You may make people feel a bit inferior, even if you didn't do anything wrong. But I do feel like one particular person is very much interested in you. They can even consider you twin flame. Twin flame, soulmates, anything you want to title it, but they find you to be someone who they could actually consider a life partner, where this could be the one. I'm getting good energy from this person. I feel like this person has been watching you for a while. So they're not just thinking about you, they're also watching you. But I feel like some of you you've been through a lot in your past, like you've been through a lot in life, and it's kind of made you more logical. Like you're still in touch with your emotions, you still have empathy, you're still loving and spiritual, but you also have logic, you also have intelligence. So you're very selective with who you give your time, your effort, your money, your love to. So that's why you're being guided to listen to your intuition, because I feel like the universe is sending you signs about who you're going to be with, or love entering your life, or opportunities entering your life. And for some of you, you may have this thing where as soon as you pick yourself back up, other people want to be involved in your life. Like as soon as you're like, okay, I'm glowing up, I'm working out, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, okay, finances are looking great, money's looking good, I'm working hard, I've moved house. As soon as you achieve things, other people want to be part of your life. And then it makes you question, do they like me, or are they opportunists? Do they really want to be with me, or is there a catch? So that may go through some of you guys' minds, but you're very magnetic. I feel like you are the blueprint. Like a lot of people just generally see you as someone who is magnificent in every way, but someone particularly is thinking of marriage. And if you feel like sometimes even if you don't have someone, you may think in your mind, I have the urge to get married. I have the urge to find love. I have the urge to be in love. Like I want love all of a sudden, but I can't find anyone who matches my expectations yet. Or I don't trust people because certain people are very dodgy, But I feel like God is trying to tell you that love is trying to enter your life. But I think he trusts you to make the right decision, because you're going to be listening to your intuition and using logic as well, based on everything you've gone through. I strongly feel like this one person really wants commitment with you, and they're scared that there's competition, because a lot of people may admire you and look up to you. Even if you're a quiet person, even if you're an introverted person, you just keep to yourself. A lot of people do admire your qualities. They may see you as very mysterious. They may see you as very smart, stable. If you go to work, you may feel like I'm only here for my job. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to like cause drama. I'm just keeping to myself. People, there's something about your nature that really impresses people, even if they never said it to your face, even if you feel like people don't come up to you and compliment you, people really do think these amazing qualities about you, that they just find you sophisticated and classy, creative and beautiful, you know? But this one person knows you're a catch, and therefore they think other people will see you as a catch, and therefore they want to be the first person and the only person that you choose and you want. But yeah, people from the past are always in regret, like that they can't have access to you or that you've moved on with your life. All they could do is watch. All they could do is just yearn for you. But I feel like you're more open to the new. It's like I want to experience something new. But yeah, I'm getting mostly admiration for this pile. A lot of people are thinking about you. A lot of people use you in many conversations. A lot of people use you as a prime example of this is how you need to do this, or I want to be like this person. Like you inspire thousands of people, or even just a few people in your life. But this one person really considers whether they should make a move towards you, whether they should like take things to the next step. This person may be in your life, but they may not even talk to you. And if they do, it's probably like on and off or very rare occasion, or they're not as talkative. They could be shy. For others of you, this person has not entered your life yet, and they're about to enter your life. But this is just more like an energetic feel of like this person keeps dreaming of you, and they don't know why they're dreaming of you. They see your face and they feel drawn to it, but they don't know why. And then, you know, as things unfold, they're going to realize, oh, you know, you're my person, right? So, but your spirit team is telling you to listen to your intuition, okay? Like look a little deeper. Don't feel scared that, oh, you know, what if I get hurt again? Or what if I can't trust people? Your spirit team is going to be there for you. Star ancestors. I feel like if you guys believe in past lives, you were very, very magnetic even in a past life. So don't think about it in a way where, oh, but I'm not popular. No one knows me. No one gives me the time of day. I'm basically a no one. You will be so shocked to realize that there's so many people that can really, really admire you, like you, love you, and you may not even know it because they don't display it. Some people are secret fans, you know? And I feel like you genuinely just have the blueprint. You have that star quality. You have that je ne sais quoi, you know? And a lot of people do find it beautiful, you know? So I feel like your spirit team is working on your love life. Some of you may have cried and really, really talked to God and said, why do I have to go through this pain? Like, why can't I just have a happy love life, a happy ending, a happy this, a happy that? And your angels, your spirit team, your guides, God himself has been paying attention. And they're getting ready to work on it. Like I see, I'm drawn to the 3 babies. It's like these are your angels. They're trying to conspire to help you find that person that's meant for you. So I do feel like everything will work out. So if you ever come across social media and you're like, oh, everyone's getting married, and I'm feeling like, when am I gonna get married? I've been single for so long. I've just been treated badly. I've been minding my own business. I want to know when my blessings are coming in. Your spirit team are like, don't worry, we've got this, we've got this. But they want to keep it a surprise. They don't want to tell you how you're going to meet. They don't want to tell you when you're going to meet. They just want everything to unfold naturally. So the guidance here today is just listen to your intuition, live your life, do you, and everything will be coming at the right time. But I feel like your life is only improving. You're only going to get better from here up. I do feel like it has to accumulate. You know, but I feel like a lot of people are taking notice of you, but this one person has their mind set on you. It's kind of reminding me of, if you guys know Nipsey Hussle, he, in one of his videos, I think it's called, I actually can't remember the song, but in the video, it's like he already made his mind up about the type of woman he wanted. In fact, this is real life. Yeah, he had a child with this woman before he died. Basically, he has this crush on this woman called Laura London, and he's always yearned for her. But, you know, like he never, he wanted to hustle and grind and work on his money until he got with her, you know, and then they finally won her. They had a child, but then he passed away, unfortunately. But Yeah, it's giving that energy of this person has this mind on you, but they're not going to tell you how they feel straight away. They're going to observe you for quite some time, maybe even befriend you first for a little, and then they're going to make their move. So this person has their mind set on you. They're going to court you, and it's going to be up to you to decide whether you want this person, because just because somebody's coming in, it doesn't mean you have to be with that person. Then you have to make sure that you're also happy with them. It has to be a mutual feeling, right? So yeah, your spirit team is saying, don't worry. Like there's a reason why things are happening the way that they are. You're not lost. You're not on the wrong path. There are hidden secrets. There's lost wisdom. You know, you're going to find the pieces to the puzzle of what you're going through. So spirit just wants to keep it a secret. But pay attention to the signs. That's their way of showing you snippets. So yeah, long story short, the person thinking about you is a lover strongly, or a potential lover, somebody who has a crush on you, somebody who really has decided that you are the one for them. And a whole lot of people who are giving me fan energy, people who really look up to you, people who really admire you, people who really respect you, friends, family, co-workers, children, everybody in general, people who really admire you for what you do. But that's all I'm getting, pal number 3. I hope this was a great reading. Please do let me know what you want to see so I can do it. I have time on my hands. Take care. Bye.